children fed up with their parents driving.
Have it! Oh, there where you wouldn't have it!
4 parents who have slipped into bad habits. Just 5 days left to change their ways before they face the ultimate driving test and our examiner, Sandra. Last time, there were shocks and surprises, smashes and crashes, and some incredibly annoying in-car distractions.
Gotta stop, or I'm gonna ask you to leave the car.
But the tables are beginning to turn. As one team endures her first forfeit, another celebrates her first pass of the series. The pressure's still on, and the academy's about to get even tougher. It's day 5 of the Driving Academy. Hello, I'm Joe Smush, and this is Driving Academy, coming at you from the wonderful St Athan in Wales. We've only got 5 days to sort out our parents' bad driving behaviour. And I need to get my driving licence. This is doing nothing for my street cred. Let's go! Coming up, watch out, Mr. C! Will our rookies ever learn how to steer in a straight line?
Whoa, what happened there?
Will their parents' driving ever improve? Today the teams need to judge their speed without a speedo. Surely an impossible super skills challenge. Each day at the Academy, we have been teaching our rookies a different element of road safety to pass on to their parents. And today it's all about judging your speed and those all-important speed limits. Although our rookies obviously can't drive on public roads, here at the Academy's top-secret test centre, anything is possible. In charge of our learner lessons is elite driving instructor Vicky Lovell. She knows every angle of road safety. Throughout the lesson, Vicky has a set of dual controls, so our rookies are always safe. Our first driver today is Manisha. After a shaky start to driving, she finally seems to be relaxing behind the wheel.
We're going to take the second left. This is the first left. Okay. So check behind you. No, in the mirror, darling. Oh.
As Vicky gets Manisha to increase her speed, will her nerves get the better of her?
Get off the grass, darling, get off the grass. On the brakes for the junction, on the brakes.
It's harder than it looks. Actually, there's a certain someone that's always driving Manisha around the bend when it comes to speed.
My dad's worst habit is speeding.
Maybe I should be a little bit more conscious of my speed limit that I'm doing, but I think I drive to the road conditions.
On day 4, the Purples picked up their very first pass mark. They are now as determined as ever to avoid any more forfeits. But to do that, Manisha really has to sort out that terrible steering.
Don't brake, off the gas. Good. Now just brake a little bit. Look round the corner where we're going.
This lesson allows our rookies to experience driving at various speeds. This way, they can learn to appreciate which speeds are appropriate and safe for different road conditions.
It's time. That's better.
Next time when I'm in the car, I'm going to make sure what the speed limit is and what's around.
Molly's next, and hopefully she can pick up some tips on judging speed to help her team secure a pass later.
Can I press the thing?
Yeah.
It's vital for our rookies to learn how important it is to be observant.
Oh, that way.
Because that's the side we drive on, isn't it?
Oh, sorry about that.
Molly's picked up a few good tips to pass on to her dad. And does he need it?
I have written off 3 cars in my first year of driving. One of them was not my fault. The second one involved me crashing into a double-decker bus full of passengers.
It's never a smooth ride being in the car with my dad. You always want to get out and just walk the rest of the way.
Well, with 3 passes under their belts already, the Academy must be doing something right. But there's a long way to go if they want to be ready for the ultimate driving test at the end of the series.
So what do we need to do before we get to the bend?
Slow down.
All right, so you're in charge, aren't you? You're driving the car.
I've learnt now that even though my dad's driving is ridiculous, I shouldn't wind him up because he'll lose his concentration and I could be the one that's causing the crash.
OK, Reece next. So far, he's showed some reckless tendencies that we think he's probably picked up from his mum, Sarah.
Look round the corner, make sure you're not driving into trouble, and go round the corner. That's good. Off the grass quickly. Whoa! What happened there?
I just turned a bit too far and didn't get it back.
Vicky's determined to show him how to drive safely so he can pass the message on to his mum. She needs all the help she can get.
I reversed onto my drive and smashed the wing mirror on my right gate on the Monday, which my husband repaired on the Tuesday. Unfortunately, on the Wednesday, I reversed into the same drive and broke the other wing mirror, which my husband refuses to replace.
Reese and his mum have already had 2 super skill fails so far and really need to improve on their car control big time if they're going to graduate from the academy as safer road users. And finally, it's Jono. So far, he's taken the learner lessons in his stride, but will today be any different?
We're going to be turning right at the end. So is there anyone behind you? Signal right. Tell me, is there any cars coming in either direction? No.
Very observant. Hopefully, you can pass that newfound knowledge on to your mum, who desperately needs help with her hazardous ways on the road.
I've had many accidents now and reversed into things. My car has now been repaired at the back. I've had a new bumper, I've had a new side door, and I've had a new wing on the car.
With a crash record like that, it's amazing that the Blues have managed to get 3 passes at the academy already. However, both John and Michelle's observation left a lot to be desired on day 4, when they both completely bombed out of the Road Sign Super Skill Challenge. For them to avoid the mucky forfeit today, Jono will need to help his mum with that all-important road awareness.
Well, the objective was thinking and looking, and I definitely did the looking part, but it takes a lot of thinking as well, because you can look, but you need to think about where you're looking.
Some good and some very bad driving from our learners there. Let's just hope that they was all paying attention. Later, our teams will be facing the ultimate test of their speed awareness in our souped-up speed camera super skill test. Now back to another menace of the roads, distraction. Now do you know it's one of the key reasons that drivers lose control and cause accidents? Now if you're one of these people, I've got a message for you. Don't be a dummy. When it comes to being easily distracted, there's one driver who's the biggest dummy of them all. We call him Mr. Crash, with good reason. Whenever this guy is behind the wheel, he just can't keep his eyes on the road, and it always ends badly. The question is, though, what's going to distract him today? Well, firstly, he's left a pillow on the passenger seat. Then he's put a sandwich near his gear stick, and finally, there's a camera next to the pillar. Say cheese, Mr. C. First, our teams get a quick look around to try and work out what one of today's potential distractions will cause Mr. C to crash. This isn't for points, so why don't you play along too?
Good looking side.
Sandwich.
Good spot, Reese. Never be tempted to eat or drink whilst driving. If your parents feel hungry, always persuade them to pull over somewhere safe.
Have a pillow. I don't think the pillow's going to be much of it. Unless she wants to go to sleep.
Well, you never know, Andy. Just the sight of the pillow could make Mr. C dozy, and falling asleep at the wheel can be a killer.
Nice camera.
Yeah, you're right, Jono. A camera could roll on the floor and underneath the pedal if Mr. C brakes sharply. Always stow away loose objects safely and out of harm's way. I better check to see if the road is clear ahead. Well, I never. A drum kit in the middle of the road? Let's have a go. Uh-oh. I think I might have woke up Mr. C. And you know what that means? That's a nice drum kit. I wouldn't mind keeping it. Surely he won't crash into that. But this is Mr. C. Crashing is his name and distraction is his game. Those drums don't have a chance. So here's a quick reminder of those 3 hazards. There's a pillow if he feels tired, a tasty sandwich, and of course his trusty camera. Which one do you think will cause Mr. C to crash today? Go on, have a guess. Off he goes. All right, steady on the accelerator, Mr. C. You're going a bit fast, Mr. C. Oh no, he's feeling a bit peckish. He's gone for the sandwich. Watch out, Mr. C! Did you guess right? He tried to eat his sandwich. Oh, crumbs, Mr. C. Mr. C is a fully trained stunt driver and all his crashes are performed by experts. Don't be a dummy. Don't try this at home. An amazing Super Skills challenge is coming very soon. But first, before you can even get near a car, you need to learn the rules of the road. They're called the Highway Code, and our teams have been studying furiously for the next part of the show, the Highway Quiz. Hello teams. Today's Highway Quiz is called Quick Thinking, and you may have already guessed it's about how fast you can go without breaking the law. And in front of you, you will have speed signs to write your answers on. I've got some questions for the adults and some questions for the kids. You need to get 3 out of 5 right to win this, the Highway Quiz badge. Ooh! OK, if there are no speed signs, how fast can you go in a built-up area that's anywhere with street lights? You all finished? Can you reveal your answers, please? OK, Michelle, 30 mile an hour. You're right. Well done. Cliff, unfortunately, you're just at... Self-confessed speeder Cliff thinks he can do 40 in a built-up area. Typical. Andy, well done, mate. And Sarah, well done to you too. You were right. Next question is for the kids. The question is, how fast is a bicycle allowed to go on a motorway? You all finished? Right, guys, can you reveal your answers? I can tell you, you're not allowed on a motorway with a bicycle. So, Molly, you're the only one right. Jono, 70 mile an hour. How fast do you have to pedal to go that fast?
Stick an engine on it.
Right, mums and dads, step forward for your question. On a single carriageway, that's a road with only one lane on each side. How fast can you travel when you see this sign? Now, this is the national speed limit. OK? Have you got that? OK. Can you reveal your answers, please? Oh, we've all got the same. I can tell you the correct answer is 60 mile an hour. So pat yourselves on the back. Well done. So on to question number 4. That's for the kids. What is the top speed a car is allowed to go on a motorway? John, I was quick there. Can you reveal your answers, please? Oh, you all have the same idea too. I can tell you the correct answer is 70 mile an hour. Yes. Jono, well done. Manisha, well done. Molly, well done. Yeah. Race, get in there, right there. The teams need 3 out of 5 to get their badge, so Cliff and Manisha have to get this right. OK, it's time for the final question. Question number 5, and that's for the adults. How fast can a car towing a caravan go on a motorway? OK, can you reveal your answers, please? Oh, I can tell you the speed limit is 60 mile an hour. Unlucky, Michelle, you was just that. Well done, Andy. Well done, Cliff. Unlucky, Sarah. Unlucky. So, after a bad couple of days, I'm so pleased to tell you that you all passed. Congratulations. Jono, there you go. Manisha, there you go. Well done, Miles. Get in there. Well done, Dad. You deserve a little high five. There you go, Reese. Well done. Be proud of yourself. Now, guys, remember, keep revising. Our final show of the series, we've got a highway quiz showdown. Very important. As for you guys at home, don't go anywhere, because still to come, we've got our Super Skills Challenge. The moment is finally here. It's the Super Skills Challenge time. And today, it's speed sense. And everything our teams have learnt today, we're going to put to the test. Today's challenge is all about speed awareness. Our teams will have to drive down the road and try to cross the line at the correct speed limits. The rookie speed limit is 30 miles an hour and the parents is 50 miles an hour. The rules are simple. If they go under the speed limit by up to 5 miles an hour, that's a point. But if they go 1 mile an hour too fast, that's speeding, no points. The parents and the kids get 2 goes each. The teams need to score 2 out of 4 to pass. The tricky thing is, though, is that we've covered up their speedometer, so all they'll have to go on is their skill and judgment to get their speed right. And we will know instantly, as the second they cross the line, their speed will flash up on our speedometer. If they fail, they'll face a very mucky forfeit indeed, and as always, they'll be watched over by the chief examiner. If Sandra says foul, there's no arguing, because what Sandra doesn't know about road safety isn't worth knowing.
Trying to gauge your speed without constantly checking that speedometer is very, very difficult indeed.
The teams better beware. It's the parents up first and it's Sarah to start.
Right, Reese?
Yeah.
Come on the greens.
Remember, she'll be aiming to hit the speed line between 45 and 50 miles an hour. When it comes to judging her speed, Sarah hasn't got a great track record.
Mum doesn't really know what speed she's going unless she looks at the thing that tells you.
I don't intentionally break the speed limit. I think I'm just very unaware of the speed I'm travelling at.
Oh dear, Sarah. Today's guest judge, Detective Chief Constable Jonathan Edwards, won't be pleased to hear that. So how difficult is it driving and trying to judge how fast you're going when your speedometer's blacked out?
It's very difficult. What you tend to use is fixed features, trees, bushes, lampposts, etc.
Yeah.
Unfortunately here we haven't got any, so it's even more difficult for them.
All eyes on you, Sarah. Remember, Sarah is aiming for between 45 and 50 miles an hour. Any faster or slower and she fails. And without a speedo, it's all down to her judgment.
Oh, 41!
41 miles an hour.
Dear, oh dear.
Just
41.
under.
I thought I was too fast. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do about that?
Speed it up a bit, but not a lot.
So, that was 41 miles an hour. Only 4 under what Sarah needed. Unfortunately, that's a foul. OK, second run. Only 3 chances left for the Greens to grab 2 points. Sarah really needs to nail this.
Hold your nerve, hold your nerve, hold your nerve, hold your nerve.
48 miles an hour!
Yes, 48.
So it looks to me like she learned from the first run and maybe she put some of those points into play.
So, Sarah crossed the line at 48 miles an hour. Brilliant stuff. So, the Greens just need one more successful run from Reese to pass. But first, it's Andy from the Oranges, and he's feeling super confident.
No hesitation today. I think the points are in the bag. No forfeit for us.
If we have to do the forfeit today, then my dad will be the one that has let us down.
Molly is less confident, but who will be right? Let's find out.
That's the right speed, Dad, 'cause I don't really know. I don't know.
Ah, 37?
37.
That's well off the pace. I thought you were good with speed, Andy.
I thought I was doing there. I thought I'm doing about 50 there. And I was way out, 37.
Well, next time, just go a bit faster.
His second chance for Andy. He needs to do better here. He's definitely going faster.
Isn't that a bit too fast? I don't know, Dad.
I think it's about right.
You sure?
Yeah. Yes! Get in! 45!
Oh, boy!
Yes!
45 miles an hour.
Well done,
Fantastic.
Molly and Andy.
Great result, Andy. Passing the line at 45 miles an hour. Safe and successful run for the Orange team, which means all the pressure is now on Molly for later. It's Cliff up next, but things have taken a bit of a turn at the academy. Obviously, the rain's coming. What's the worst effect that rain has whilst driving?
Well, the most significant thing is how long it takes to stop. I mean, you must know only too well how affected cars are.
Absolutely. Water can in fact double the braking distance.
So Cliff has to be extra careful, and the Purples have not been looking forward to this challenge.
I'm just like, oh no, because speeding is my biggest weakness.
Well, this challenge shows exactly how hard it is to judge your speed and how important it is to be aware of it. I wonder if that wet road is going to affect Cliff. 38 miles an hour? No good.
Oh, too slow. So I've got to go a lot faster.
Manisha's disappointed, and Cliff shows us just how hard it is to judge your speed.
I think that because it was wet, I slowed down quite a lot.
So Cliff passed the line at 38 miles an hour. That's 7 miles an hour off the minimum target. That's no good. Time for his second run.
Just gotta go faster.
It looks a little bit quicker this time, maybe a little bit too fast.
Mine is a little bit faster. I think I'm going a bit faster.
It does seem a little faster.
45 miles an hour!
He's just made it! Yes!
He's done it! Well done! And look at the crash test dummies are celebrating.
Let it go wild!
Fantastic. Yes, got one. Go on, Bubs, you can do it.
Great stuff from Cliff, passing the line safely at 45 miles an hour, leaving the pass or foul in Manisha's hands. Next up, it's Michelle for the Blues. And so far, in most of the super skills, she's been carried by her son, Jono.
She can be quite slow when she thinks she's going quite fast, so we might struggle.
The pressure's on now for me to do well. I'm actually going to land up with a son that's better at everything than myself in driving.
Here's your chance, Michelle.
Well, she tells me, Joe, that she's unconfident at speed, and she says that she never drives over 50, so let's see how she handles this one.
45!
She's done it! Well done! Super.
She looked like she's going at the right speed.
She did. She approached it. Oh,
look at her dummies. They're loving it.
What do you say? Oh, look at them go.
We've got some good old
You know
wheels on.
something? I think they are enjoying this more than anybody.
Yeah, I want to beat down there with them lot. Fantastic start! Successful run hitting 45 mile an hour. Time for the second run. If she gets it right, the Blues will pass without Jono needing to do any driving.
Speed.
Michelle seems happy. Jono looks confident. Is this for the pass? Oh, so close, 43 mile an hour.
She's just 2 miles under, but it doesn't count.
Oh, look, the dummies are gutted. A couple of miles an hour off the mark for Michelle. It's the halfway point and all the parents have had one successful run. Which means now it's all down to the rookies. They have 2 goes each, and if they get one right, it's a pass. It's swap time. It's Reese up first.
How's this? Would you say? Slow down a little bit, I think.
And remember, he's aiming to cross the line at between 25 and 30 miles an hour. He just needs one successful run to pass.
Keep it nice and steady. Don't feel a desire to put the foot down or up. No, keep it as it is. Perfect pace.
Lots of advice from Mum. Is he going too slow? Ah, 22.
22. I've got 22.
3, so you want to be only 3 or 4.
Reese is a few miles under. That's no good. He needs to adjust for his final run. It's all on this, Reese.
Yeah, I like it, Reese. Come on. Come on.
That looks definitely faster.
Oh, no!
34 mile an hour, so unfortunately,
He's overdone it.
Stop. I think you're too fast.
Yeah, I know, we failed.
Handbrake on.
Oh, mate.
Reese looks gutted. The first run was too slow, the second run was too fast. It's a foul for the Greens. Next up for the rookies, it's Molly. She also just needs one successful run to pass the Super Skill Challenge. Here we go.
So it's about 30, Dad?
Yeah, about there, about where you are now. Still at that.
Is that 30?
Oh, 32.
Oh, you've gone over. You went over.
She's 2 miles an hour over. Those 2 miles an hour, of course, well, it can count.
Absolutely.
I really thought you'd done that.
I did. I thought she was doing about 30, like.
It was really hard, though.
That's all right. That's all right. That's a good indicator, isn't it? Good benchmark.
Oh, so close for Molly, but she was slightly over. A pass for the Orange team. All rest now on this final run.
No, slow. Do you like that? Exactly like that.
That's a bit too slow.
That's all right. That's fine.
I hope you're right, Andy, because if you're not, you'll foul. 23 mile an hour.
Oh, you were right. Sorry, Mo.
Clever girl.
You were right. Sorry, Molly. I should have listened to you.
Oh dear, it's a foul for the Orange team. Too slow on the final run, and Andy to blame for that one. Next up is Manisha. She needs one successful run to become the first rookie to pass the Super Skill. But the weather's not on her side. So Manisha needs to get one out of her next 2 attempts.
She is. She's under pressure.
I'm going faster. Keep slow down a bit. Don't press it. Take your foot off the gas.
Lots of advice from Cliff. This is it. Hey, 25 mile an hour. Oh, fantastic.
Do you know, they're so delighted. Any excuse to do the crash test dummy dance.
I think we should get out there and have a little dance. What do you think?
I think you're right.
Brilliant. The first pass goes to the Purples. And on her first run, so Manisha doesn't even have to go again. Last up, it's Jono. Mum Michelle had one successful run, which means he needs one success from 2 goes to pass. Go on, Jono. Needs to be between 25 and 30 mile an hour. 30, bang on! Well done, Jono! Hey, Jono, he's got 30! Yeah! Great result, but Vicky has just picked up on something.
Do you know what I didn't like a lot?
My hands off the steering wheel.
How dangerous was that?
Very.
Where were we near?
People. Yeah, sorry.
Jono's overconfidence is getting him in trouble. What will Sandra think? It's time for the examiner's verdict.
Now, to be honest, you're that close for me not to have passed you today, because taking the hands off the wheel, that's a bad habit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's not funny, is it?
No.
And you'll never, ever, ever do it again, will you? Is that a promise?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's a pass for the Blues, but Jono nearly lost that one.
Yeah, it wasn't nice being told off by Sandra. She can be quite serious woman at times, I guess.
Well, I'm sorry that you've actually failed, unfortunately, on this particular challenge. But, you know, you've been learning about speed and how appropriate it is to know what speed you're going and to try and gauge that speed. And that's a really valuable lesson in driving.
Yeah, unlucky, guys. That's a foul for the Greens, but a good learning curve for Sarah.
I think journeys in future will be more speed appropriate and appropriate to the roads I'm in.
Andy, how difficult is it to gauge how fast you're going when your speedometer's covered up?
Yeah, it's really hard because you've got nothing to go on.
Yeah.
It's just instinct.
Well, you know, it was a good attempt. Unfortunately, 1 out of 4, so it's not a pass, I'm afraid. You've actually failed this particular task, I'm sorry to say. But it just shows how important knowing your speed is and why it's important to keep on checking that speedometer.
Absolutely.
That's a foul for the Orange team, but keep those spirits up, guys.
My dad's definitely improved in his driving a lot. He's not angry anymore and he doesn't get frustrated.
But I have to say, Cliff, what are you learning from this task? You told me early days that you were a bit of a speeder.
I do drive a little fast, and I just totally slowed down the first time, but then second time I managed just to scrape through.
So what's the driving academy taught you about your behaviour?
How to judge my speed.
Fantastic. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
High five. Well done, Manisha. Yeah! Purple's getting her second pass and another step in the right direction for Cliff.
We're halfway through the driving academy now. I wouldn't say I'm a changed driver yet, but perhaps I'm a more aware driver.
So far in our Super Skills challenges, we have Reese and Sarah struggling with 2 passes out of 5. Manisha and Cliff are back in the race after a dismal start with 2 passes. Molly and Andy remain on 3 passes out of 5. But steaming ahead of the Blues with a super impressive 4 passes. Shall we get down to business of handing out the passes? So, Manisha and Cliff, you never seem to surprise me. Very well done.
Thank you.
There's yours.
Thank you.
And John and Michelle, you had a little bit of a blip, but you're back on track. Keep up the good work. There you go. That's for you guys. You know what happens now. It's forfeit time, and when it's forfeit time, you see these, the toothbrushes of doom. There's a dirty car over there, and I need it to be clean. So off you get. Go on.
Come on.
Chop, chop.
Let's get it done.
Get stuck in. While the Greens and Oranges get tickled by my feathered covered car, check out what we've got for you next time on Driving Academy. There's a bumpy old ride in store for our rookies in the Learner lesson. All right, me old China. We find out what causes Mr. C to be distracted and don't be a dummy. Smashing stuff. And it's crunch time quite literally as our teams face the ramp of doom. Another bonkers super skill challenge. You'd be a fool to miss it. It looks like our teams are doing really well, but can they keep it up? Find out next time on Driving Academy. Until then, stay safe.
This is your fault, Molly.
Shut up, Dad.
The state of this.
My nose.
This is horrible, isn't it?
I know.
The kicked up was bad.
Stinks. Sarah!
Why do we only meet when we're doing this, Sarah?